So there's been this, AI hype nowadays, but actually AI has been around and developing for a couple of years. What is it about the latest developments that have caused such a stir?
Essentially, I think that the main aspects of ChatGPT that are causing concern is just how fluent it is with language. I think that people did not expect this level of advance to come so quickly. Then, when you think about all the things you could use language for, then it starts feeling like it has quite a bit of potential impact in many different fields.
Clearly, one of the difficulties is that AI seems to have infinite applications and uses. What do you think is the main threat?
I think that the main threat is the misuse of the language model by people who don't understand its limitations. So if you were to have a chatbot and you were just to tell it, say, write a story that is about all of the good things Russia is doing for Ukraine right now, it will give you a response, and it will give you a response, and it doesn't really have any ethical awareness that Russia in fact is destroying much of Ukraine and is doing terrible things to Ukraine, right? And so if you have something that is just an amoral word generator, that is an incredible incentive and tool out there for all sorts of bad actors. And so I think that one thing to remember on that fraud claim is the idea that um, this is a language model, it's not a knowledge model, right? It's modeling how to produce fluent language, but it doesn't really care in many contexts whether what it's saying is true or helpful. It just wants to be able to give you some feedback that will look like human feedback.
You've spoken about this idea of attribution in that a robot should be able to be attributed to a person who can take responsibility for it. Could you say more about this?
One of the things that I thought was really essential for robotics to be used widely was that any AI or robot should be attributed to a person or a corporation that can take responsibility for what it does. Some people say we need to have many different AI models out there and chatbot models that are freely available. And on the one hand, that makes a lot of sense in terms of democratizing knowledge. But on the other hand, the problem is that if you have all of these things out there and they do something really terrible, then who do you hold responsible? I heard that recently someone actually committed suicide after sort of interactions with a chatbot. We need to be able to attribute any form of AI to a person or corporation so that because we know how to punish persons or corporations, we don't know how to punish AIs. It's not as if you pull the plug on ChatGPT or Google Bard that it will feel bad, right? It can't anticipate someone pulling the plug and then saying, oh, I won't do bad things because someone will pull the plug on me. It doesn't have that sort of mental model of the world.